Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic day and you enjoyed the Greyville Poly, the race meeting out there. We had 6 winners on the day in all our selections, and the Warrigal tipped the BIPOT at 288 Rand perm. It paid 235 Rand 80 and he caught it 4 times, returning 943.20. So that was fantastic. About a 700 odd Rand profit there. And then the value bet, race 8, number 6, Tonight's Fight Night, ran third, returning 2 Rand 90 place, which was fantastic value. So well done to the Warrigal on that tipping. And we're going to go to the postman who's going to tip the Vaal main track. And hopefully the postman can deliver for us like he normally does. So I'm going to hand over to the postman.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Racing comes to us on the 18th of November from the Vaal main track. Guys, please take note, the first is off very, very early at 1100 hours, and ongoing through the card, very, very competitive. I do believe that all the exotics will pay handsomely. The first race on the card is a 1200 meter event, a maiden plate for work riders. And when we go through the form of this race, these are very, very weak horses. So my first selection here is horse number 1, Lulu's Boy. Lulu's Boy tends to jump, sits up there, and hopefully this one can deliver tomorrow. Problem is, Lulu's Boy tends to have respiratory problems, and we're just hoping that tomorrow this one can keep going and win the race. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 6, Dronfield. Philip Malangeni for Paul Peter. First time out, ran very, very well, ran 5th, just over 4 3/4 lengths behind Bronco Blitz. Lost a length on the day, but was staying on very, very well and should enjoy the 1200 meter trip. Only negative here, it's had a 29-week layoff. So if Paul has got this one fit, this one should go very, very close. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 3, Earl of Cardigan. This is another battling maiden, and I just think that this one can fill one of the minor spots. We go back and look in the form. It has run just over 7 lengths behind Mufasa before, ran 5.5 lengths behind Eyes on Tiger. So I do believe that this one has run to a lot stronger than what it meets today. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 2, The Hound, Tobias Mango for Roy Magna. Tobias rode it last time out over 1,000 meters. It jumped, staying on at the finish. There was a touch of support for it last time out from 25 to 1 to 12 to 1. I see the blinkers remain on, and I think that this one can fill one of the minor spots. If I was taking swingers and exactors, I certainly would include the 2. So just to finish off race 1, I've gone 1 by 6 by 3 by 2. The second race on the card, due off at 11:30, is a 1200 meter maiden plate for fillies. And in the second race, our first selection here is horse number 4, Miss United States. Diego de Gavea for Stewie Pettigrew. They had a great day over the weekend. I think they had 3 winners, and I'm hoping that Diego can jump, sit this one just off the pace, and run on and win for us on Thursday. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 6, and that is Dancing Dora. Gavin Larina for Fani Bronkhorst. Again, when Gavin jumps on for Fani, we need to take note. It is making a stable debut, has had a 15-week layoff, so again, we're taking fitness for granted. Had a very, very decent first run, finished just over 5 lengths behind Moon Shining Through. However, there was no support for it on that day. It went off at 25 to 1, and again, I do believe this one could fill one of the minor positions. For third here, I've gone for horse number 1, La Banqueri, Muzieni, Paul Peter. This one has been campaigning in Cape Town and ran its last race in P in Fairview. On that day it was slow, dropped the rain, 300 out. and this one makes a stable debut. Guys, what we need to do is watch, see how it goes down, and if it goes down well, yeah, maybe one can have a small touch on it. Please take note, this has had an 18-week rest, but we know that Paul can bring these horses on, and like I said, making a stable debut. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 13, and horse number 13 is a first-timer, Olympic Magic, Calvin Habib for Sean Terry. I like the breeding on this one. It is a sister to Big Bear. She's had 6 runs for 3 wins and a first. And again, we just need to watch the first timers going down. If there's a touch of support, one should include it in one's BIPOT. So just to finish off, race 2, I've gone 4, 6, 1 and 13. Third race on the card, draw for 12.05, merit rated 94 handicap for fillies and mares to be run over 1200 meters. Again, another very, very competitive race. In the third event of the card, I've gone first up for horse number 7, Alula Star. For the Sunday Ngoli for Stewie Pedigree, I'm hoping Stewie gets the double, and I've selected this one to win. Phyllis Sunday has won on all 4 occasions for 2 firsts and 2 seconds, and again this one may still be ahead of the handicapper. Last time out, speedy and cruised in, so I think that this one will go very, very close. For second, guys, I've probably gone for the class horse of the race, horse number 1, Heaven's Girl. Craig Zaki, Paul Peter. This one has run in feature races and really, really done well. Last time out in a grade 1, finished 5th, just over 6 lengths to under your spell. If this is fit, this one will go very, very close. For me, the only 2 negatives, it's had a 24-week layoff, and Gavin Larena jumps off, and Craig Zaki jumps on. I do believe that if fit and well, Heaven's Girl will go close. For third, I've gone for horse number 2, Lucy in the Sky. Gavin Larena for Brett Weber. Gavin rode it 2 runs back, whereby he won on the horse, beating I Dream of Jeannie by 3 lengths. On that day, he moved up and drew clear really, really well. And this one brings solid form into the race. For fourth, I've gone for a real roughie. I'm hoping that this one runs place to make my trifectas and quartets pay. So for fourth, I've gone for horse number 8, Spirit of the Groove. Josh Solomons for Sean Terry. This one is only carrying 51 kilos. And again, it's run to some really, really good horses. I go back and look at the form. Ran over 1,200 meters behind Chatterton Keeper. Was running on the day. And if we go and look, Chatterton Keeper actually won at Greyville on Wednesday. So again, the form has been franked. So just to finish off, race 3, I've gone 7, by 1, by 2, by 8. The fourth race on the card, drew off at 12.40. There's a merit rate of 75 handicap for fillies and mares to be run over 1,200 meters. Guys, I think this race is an absolute nightmare. When we look at the betting here, we go 6.5 to 1 the field. If we're taking pick 6s, guys, load up here. This is not an easy event. However, for first, and a very narrow first selection, I've gone for horse number 1, Letitia's Angel. Visiting jockey, Rachel Vinica for Ashley Fortune. Rachel will be claiming her 2.5, so this one will only carry 57.5. And I do believe that if Rachel can jump, get this one up there, it should be there when the whips are cracking. And I've gone for, like as I said, number 1 as a very, very narrow first selection. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 2, Quasi's Lady. Quasi's Lady has run in a couple feature races, and this is Samanga Kamala for Alec Laird. Big negative here, returning from a 21-week layoff. But again, with Samanga aboard, one must certainly consider horse number 2, Quasi's Lady. For third, I have gone for horse number 6, and that is Waya Yari. Keegan DeMello for Mike de Kock. I don't believe Keegan's going up to Gauteng to look at the weather. And I do believe that this one can go really, really close as well. Last time out, over raced, was staying on. And I think if this one settles, will give a very, very good account of itself. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 4, Midnight Gem. Dennis Swars for Philip Labashane. And last time out, finished 5th to I Dream of Genie. And the form of that has been franked. When we look at 4 Midnight Gem, both its wins have come over this course and distance. So this must be included in all exotics. Race 4, finish off, I've gone 1, 2, 6 and 4. Race 5, due off at 13:12, a middle stakes to be run over 1400 meters. Another competitive event. When we look at the betting, we have 4-1 the field. So very, very competitive, guys. Things are not getting easier. In the 5th race, however, my first selection here is horse number 10, La Valeri. Cabello Matsuyana for Lucky Hoodalakis. This one last time out finished 4th, just over 2.5 lengths to I Dream of Genie. Was staying on that day, and we know the second horse has come out and won. So the form has been franked. Please take note that 10 will be racing with a compression mask. So we're looking for a lot of improvement from horse number 10. For second here, I've gone for horse number 7, the Nordic Rebel. This 8-year-old gelding from the Ereco Verdeny stable to be ridden by Rachel Venica. The form last time out, it ran 5th, just over 3 lengths to Eskimo Pie. It was drawn 10 out of 10 at the Sharp Turffontein track. Was staying on really, really well, and I do believe that this 8-year-old could fill one of the minor spots, and I've selected him to run second. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 6, and that is Rock of Africa, Diego de Gavea for Erica Verdenise. Diego did ride it last time out, finishing 3rd to Captain Hindsight, was slow on the day, reported not striding out. So again, I'm looking for a lot of improvement from horse number 6, Rock of Africa, and certainly will not be leaving that out any of my calculations. For fourth, I've gone for horse number 1, Rock the Globe, Craig Zaki for Sean Terry. Negative here, this one has been rested for 18 weeks. Okay, but enjoys the course and distance and certainly can go close. Again, very, very competitive, race 5, and I've gone 10, 7, 6 and 1. The 6th race on the card, draw for 13:47, a novice handicap to be run over 1600 meters. And in this 6th race, we find my best bet of the day, and that is horse number 1, is BCA. This is running for the Baron Boertes Vosloo stable, Ryan Munger aboard. Last time out, we know it ran on the 11th of November, was absolutely flying at the finish. And I do believe that BCA will take a power of beating, and I make it my best bet on the card. For second, I've gone for horse number 7. And horse number 7 is Zeus. Gavin Arena, Fabian Habib. Gavin rode it in its first run, found a lot of betting support there from 5-1 to 16-10, and this got up very, very late. This could be anything, and I certainly think that if you're taking swingers and trifectas, do not leave this one out of anything. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 8, bit of a roughie here, Flinders Range. Diego de Gavea for St. John Gray. Last time out, with visiting apprentice Carl Stradham aboard, jumped, weakened, and certainly had a flat run. I do believe that this horse is better than that. I see it gets blinkers back. It has run 2 fair races with the blinkers, and I think this could fill one of the minor spots. For fourth, I've gone for horse number 2, and that is Power Ranger, Cabello Mazziani for Mike de Kock. This colt out of Silvano gets blinkers for the first time. Last time out, finished just over 4 lengths to El Romanacci, was slow, handy, no extra. Something definitely went wrong that day. Got backed in from 16 to 10 to 12 to 10. Big negative, 20-week layoff. But we know that Mike, being a great horseman, can get this one ready. So race 6, I've gone 1, 7, 8, and 2. The 7th race in the card, due off at 14.25, merit rated 72 handicap over 1600 meters. And when we go through this race, guys, there should be a lot of pace on in this race. And in race 7, we find my value bet, and that is horse number 1, Dawn of a New Era. I think round about 8 to 1, this is great each way value. Horse number 1, Dawn of New Era, is Rachel Vinegar for Erica Verdenese. Last time out was a first run after arrest and was absolutely flying at the finish. There was a touch of support from 14 to 1 to 13 to 2, and I do believe that if Rachel can hold this one up with a 2.5 kilo claimer, I do believe that this one will go really, really close and certainly worth a each way touch. For second, I've gone for horse number 4, and that is Wakas. Gavin Lorena, Fabian Habib. Last time out, Wakas sat handy, found extra, and was really, really impressive, winning really, really well. And again, should give a good account of itself. For third, I've gone for horse number 12. And horse number 12 is Elusive Swan. Chase Mozan for Fani Broncos. This one again tends to sit off the pace and can run on. Again, if Chase can hold this one up, should be finishing when others have cried enough. For fourth, guys, I've gone for horse number 9, and that is Track Commander Josh Solomon, Sean Terry. Won maiden pretty easily last time out. This one runs pretty well for Josh. He's ridden it on 2 occasions, for third and a second. And again, if Josh manages to hold this one up, could be finishing pretty well. Again, in my exotics, guys, I would be putting as many horses as the budget would allow. So race 7, 1, 4, 12, and 9. Race 8, you're off at 1500 hours, merit rated 80 handicap to be run over 2000 meters. And then the 8th event on the card, my first selection here, and quite a strong first selection, is horse number 2, Juan Carlos. Samanga Kamala for Ashley Fortune. It is a third run after arrest. Last time out was pipped. Got going very, very late. And I do believe that Samanga can get this one to really, really go close for us. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 6. And that is Humble Tune, Muzieni for Candice Dawson. Candice's stable is in form. Muzi rode it last time out, finishing third, just over half a length behind Twin Turbo. Was handy that day and tried really, really hard. And when Muzi retains a ride, then the flashing lights start flashing, and we must take note of that. For third, guys, I've gone for horse number 5, Platinum Sky. Craig Zaki, Sean Terry. Again, this one ran really, really well last time out. Was a first run after arrest, finishing 4th, just over 2 lengths behind Purple Panther. That day was handy, but was carried out round about 200 meters out. And I do believe that the additional 400 meters will suit Platinum Sky down to the ground, and again, will be included in all my bets. For 4th, I've gone for horse number 9, a bit of a roughie. The Sash, Diego de Gavea for Mike and Adam Azzi. Last time out was pretty slow, was never in the race, and finished 4th behind Un Deux Trois. Time before that, over 2.6, found nothing extra, and I do believe that the shorter distance will suit this one, and certainly can fill one of the minor spots, and can make our trifectas and quartets pay. So race 8, 2, 6, 5, and 9. Race 9, the lucky last, due off at 15:35, a maiden handicap to be run over 1700 meters. And in the 9th race, my first selection here is horse number 1, Grand Escape. Diego de Gavea for Brett Crawford. This one had a first run last time out in the province, finishing 2nd. 7 lengths or just over 7 lengths behind Wine Tasting, was slow, was never in it. But when we look at his previous form, when it ran in Cape Town over 1800 meters, finished second that day, and I do believe that 1700 would suit this one down to the ground. It is a first run with blinkers, and I think this one will go pretty close. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 7, and that is Quality Joker. Craig Zaki for Paul Peter. Craig jumps on for the first time. Last time out in a work rider's plate, finished 5th to Track Commander, was handy and was cramped, couldn't get a run, and I do believe that this one can finish a lot closer should it get a clear run. For third, gone for horse number 4, and that is Zoffany's Girl. Keegan DeMello for Mike de Kock. This has had one run, ran over 1200 meters, was an eye-catching run, and finishing 4th, just over a length behind Veneta. On that day, he went off at 5-1, was slow, losing a length, and was running on really, really strongly. And again, this should be included in all our bets. For fourth, guys, gone for horse number 11, and that is Groomed to Win. Samanga Kamalo, Clinton Binder. Samanga rode it last time out, finishing 4th, 3 and 3¾ lengths. Staying on at the finish, and again Samanga retains a ride, and when Samanga does that, we need to take note. So race 9, 1, 7, 4, 11. Guys, please take note. There are a couple first timers. Check the betting, watch them going down, check for scratchings, guys. Again, very, very competitive. Be very, very careful. Take care, look after yourselves, and Stevie, back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, the postman. We really appreciate that input. It's a 9-race program out at the Vaal main track. He's tipped a BIPOT, a PA, a best bet, race 6, number 1, Bay Suye at 33-10, and the value bet, race 7, number 1, Dawn of a New Era, 17-2, which is 8.5-1. So hopefully we can start getting those best bets and value bets winning again, and we can start our great run of form like we had over the last 3 months. These last 2-3 weeks have been quite tough, but that happens to any punter. It's how you come back, how you brush yourself down, and how you fight yourself back into the game. Remember, if you're enjoying our content, please like the videos, guys. It just gives the tipsters a lot more confidence and momentum into tipping, and we really appreciate the time that you put in to listen to the videos. So I'm going to end this video now, and I'm going to say thank you to the postman once again, because he always delivers, and I'm going to say enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.